I've got the green background on because we're going to have green up on the screen. We're going to talk about BTC being above 90,000 for the first time in a week. What about an HBAR ETF update that I'm going to share with you? XRP has an ETF as well. Price action looks hot.
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
I told you there'd be some green up on the screen. Now, I'll be honest with you. I wish it was a bit more green because, you know, I still think we're in the friend zone with a bunch of these. Does this mean, though, that the bottom is over? Are we rebounding? We're going to talk about it. Volume, not that high, but the price is climbing. That's a good sign for us going into Thanksgiving. Now, I do your comments at the beginning of every video. Why? Well, because you are the viewer and you matter most. Red Rummy, channel member, thank you very much. Says, God, please, no crypto in games. No kidding. I don't want any blockchain stuff in my games. Keep the stuff separate. Just give me good games. I thought we were past that. Keep the NFT out of gaming, please. Yeah, I'm with you on that. There has not been a single crypto game out there that has had me, like, interested. And I've had a whole bunch pitched to me, and I've been like, AMTTBT says, LMAO, all the news and the price is still suppressed. How the fuck do you not talk about price manipulation? I do. I just don't talk about it in every video because, like, we all know it's there and there's not shit we could do about it. And to be honest with you, it's an old story. I don't know what else to tell you. Pump and dumps will continue. No kidding. I keep saying pumps and dumps. I'm the one that keeps saying the train keeps going back to the station. I think some of the haters just don't watch the videos. Sugar Mike says, hey, Klaus, have a wonderful holiday with the family and the four-legged ones, too. Oh, what we do is we give the legs from the turkey to the dogs, the raw turkey legs. Do we know whatever happened to the Grayscale HBAR ETF? I do have an update for you. But first, Bitcoin, 89,092. We were just over 90,000. Come on now, over 3, so I'm not buying anymore. Not chasing. I told everyone I am not buying unless it's below my average. So right now I have stopped buying ETH. And, well, let's take a quick look at HBAR price-wise. What's HBAR? HBAR is at 14.8 cents. And it's above my average, so I'm not going to be touching it. BNB's under 900, and look at this. Altcoin season index. Nope, sorry. BTC dominance right now. But look at all these charts. Huge turnaround here in the short term. We got Optimism that Jerome Powell and the Fed's going to give us a cut even if inflation goes up. We really might be getting regs. Yeah, subcommittee vote happened in December with the big votes happening in January, February. And, well, BTC and the market rises for the first time in a week. And BTC, it's above 90,000. Bitcoin has surpassed the 90,000 mark for the first time in almost a week, recovering after more than a month of decline. The digital assets growth occurred amid risky assets and reduced volatility, giving traders room to reestablish positions. The detail was supported by signals by the options market and an inflow of funds into BlackRock's US BTC. No. The inflow of funds has nothing to do with it. It's optimism that the Fed is going to have to cut. It's just plain and simple. The Fed's going to have to cut. We might get executive order crypto regs, and we might actually get the juicy ones from Congress. It is likely that the sharp nature of this move is due to the holiday market. Essentially, there's less liquidity now, which means it makes lots less to move the dial. And we're also seeing, like I shared with you earlier, that the volume is kind of poo-poo, $140 billion. That's not that exciting. Now, that being said, the day before Thanksgiving, that's fairly healthy. I mean, like, what do we expect? A lot of traditional finance is going to be going sleepy time. Here's that BTC chart for you. I got it for the year. Now, everything you see in red is where we were from a year ago that's been in the red, and that's actually where we're at right now. So for the year, BTC is down 2%. Is this a buying opportunity, though? Sub 90,000, are you still a buy? Now, look at this. You had some mid-70s. You had some 80s. I bought a whole bunch in the 80s, the upper 80s here. So I'm a pretty happy guy. I did pretty good on this most recent dipperoni. I admit it. So, is there still opportunity? Because when you zoom out, look, we were just touching all-time highs with BTC way back here. 126,000 in October, early October? I don't know. All right, what happened to the Grayscale HBAR ETF? Well, it was pulled before launch. The Grayscale HBAR ETF filing shows withdrawn on 11/3 of 2025. The ETF's withdrawal pauses Grayscale's attempt to bring a Hedera-based exchange-traded fund to the U.S. market. No official explanation has been released by Grayscale or NASDAQ. However, the removal from the public docket confirms the listing process is no longer active, saying withdrawn on 11/3 of 2025. According to SEC data, this step ends all immediate proceedings for HBAR-linked product under the proposed rule change. Unless Grayscale resubmits, the ETF path for HBAR remains closed for now. We have the Canary Capital HBAR ETF. And to be honest with you, the pricing and the launch of that was just bad timing. Will we see more ETFs for HBAR in the future? I believe so. As many as XRP? No. I mean, XRP's raw volume is 4 billion in the last 24 hours. HBAR's is 232 million. Yeah, so almost like 20x the volume difference for XRP. Now, if HBAR's volume starts picking up, going to like $500 million, $1 billion, Zcash's volume was right around $1 billion, and all of a sudden now they're like, oh, we want to do a Zcash ETF. So that's what I'm saying. You got to stay hot, natty, spicy, and relevant in order for people to keep wanting to, use your products or play with your products or be in your product's backyard. HBAR price, like I said, I am not chasing right now, but then again, I look out and I'm like, dang. 14.88 cents is way below the 20 plus cents we just had recently, and way below the 25 cents and the 35 cents that we got about a year ago. So it's like, I don't know. It's making me wonder, am I making a mistake? 21 shares. XRP ETF is set to make waves on November 29th. That's right, we got another one. 21 shares is set to launch the XRP ETF on the 29th. The ticker symbol will be TOXR. Here you go. Ticker TOXR has received official approval and is set to begin trading just after the Thanksgiving holiday. Nice. Another expanding milestone in the XRP ecosystem. Like I said earlier, volume is still very healthy for XRP, $4 billion. Like I said, on a Wednesday before the holiday. This is Wednesday, right, Klaus? Hopefully you're not screwing it up. Yes, it is Wednesday. That's right. I got to hang out with my parents tomorrow. Happy Turkey Day to all you peeps tomorrow. But the price is $2.23. And then, so when I zoomed out for the year, yeah, there were some $3 XRP actions. It happened a few times during the year. But is it the same, juicy potential that HBAR has, or is XRP showing its resilience? It hasn't lost nearly gains. In fact, for the 1 year, XRP is up 63%. HBAR 1 year is only up 10%. So it's almost like one of them is also not holding its gains as well compared to the other. Now, XRP does have a whole bunch of ETFs launched in regards to it. I think it was 20-something in total. And we know that XRP was mentioned in a strategic reserve thing with the United States government. The only problem with that is, guess what? The United States government does not have money, and they're not going to add debt in order to buy the crypto. So we kind of got a little stall on there. But rate cuts would help us all. Regs would help us all. And with BTC now climbing, well, it's given the market a big oomph that it needed going into Turkey Day. Any vegans in the crowd? Tofurkey? All right, so on low volume, the market is going up into a traditional finance holiday. We know traditional finance is a huge pull on the crypto market, but so does BTC. And BTC and ETH now finally clawing their way back. They've been a little bit of laggards in this move. The alts have kind of climbed a little bit earlier, but remember, BTC didn't go down as much as a lot of alts, so it's kind of going to take one with the other. But with BTC and ETH making a move back, it's kind of propping up the entire market. And December 10th is when Jerome Powell comes out with his expected rate cut announcement, which should be great for all of crypto. Subcommittee vote. I think that might be something we pay attention to, because I think even live stream pay attention to, because that could be a good catalyst for the crypto market. But right now, you can see, what does the market want? It wants to push on up, right? Going into a holiday, the market's like, nah, forget the low volume. Forget the fact that traditional finance jerks around. No, we want to go up. I'm excited. Now let's see if we can maintain this price action, because remember, we're going to have low volume now throughout the entire rest of the week because of Thanksgiving, unless something wonky happens. If there's all of a sudden an explosion in price action up or down, then you know the volatility and the volume just goes. But if we just kind of have price action like we are now, that's going to be on low volume, which is juicy. And then traditional finance might step in on Monday and keep that rally going. That'd be nice to see. Should we be buying HBAR at under 15 cents? Is XRP a deal under 225? What about BTC at 90 and ETH at 3? I gotta be honest with you, I don't want to chase, but at the same time, I'm still nervous because we're relying on the U.S. government. So it's choo-choo what? Well, soon it's going to be Happy Thanksgiving Day for me here. Hopefully it is for some of you already. You don't know, do you celebrate Thanksgiving around the world? No, you don't, Klaus. It's a U.S. holiday. So for those of you that are U.S.-based fans that are serving, say, in like European time zones where you're ahead of me and you're taking U.S. traditions with you overseas, well then, Happy Thanksgiving to you. For those of you here in Los Estados Unidos, did you know that the day before Thanksgiving is one of the most drink days out there? Yeah, a lot of people do a lot of work parties the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So choo-choo what? Choo-choo have fun. Choo-choo I bought 2 new pew-pews. I might feature them in a future video on the other channel. And choo-choo bitches.